Well, shalom, friend. Can you believe that tonight is the last night of counting the Omer? Tonight we count day 49. Leviticus 23 says to count 50 days from Passover to Pentecost. The 50th day is Pentecost. Remember, the word Pentecost means 50th. So Shavuot actually starts tomorrow night. And if you're wondering, it actually ends Saturday night, because in Judaism, Shavuot is celebrated for 2 nights. There's not a biblical basis for making it a 2-day feast, but that is what we do, and we do have a good reason for it. With today being the 49th day, tradition is to count the 49 days and then celebrate day 50. So we will meet tomorrow evening to worship the Lord, to welcome in day 50. And that's exactly what Jesus' disciples did in Acts chapter 2, where verse 1 says, when the day of Pentecost had fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. The disciples had come together to count day 50. Now, I hope you can see this. In Judaism, the second day of Shavuot will actually end this Saturday evening at sunset. So this Saturday, I'm going to talk about Shavuot at Havdalah, as Shavuot is ending. But of course, this Sunday will be Pentecost Sunday for the church world. Now, this could be as confusing as anything can be as we try to understand the connections between Judaism and Christianity. How can these two holy days, which are really the same event, fall on different days for Christianity and Judaism? Well, this Saturday evening at Havdalah, I'm going to explain connections and distinctions between the two. But of course, the biblical day starts at sunset. So I think we actually could say that biblically, Pentecost will actually be beginning Saturday evening at sunset. So as Shavuot is ending Saturday evening, and as Pentecost is beginning on Sunday, I'm going to talk about the links between the two different expressions of the same holy day, Shavuot and Pentecost. How are they the same? How are they different? What is God's plan? How is the church built upon this eternal feast? And friend, just to be clear, it's an unchanging feast. The Bible makes that very clear. Leviticus 23, verse 21, describes the eternality of Shavuot, of Pentecost. The NIV says it this way: this is to be a lasting ordinance for the generations to come wherever you live. It's lasting. The New American Standard says it is to be a perpetual statute. Perpetual means that there are no parentheses in time where it will not be done for a season. It's perpetual. The TLV says, this is a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations. Now, friend, we've spent the last 49 days preparing our hearts to meet with God. We've talked about the fruit of the Spirit. We've talked about 13 attributes of God. We've talked about 16 different names that God gave to people, essentially saying, this is what I want you to call me. And we have dedicated these last 10 days to considering the 10 commandments. So for our last counting of the Omer now, before day 50, today, I want to call our attention to the last of the 10 commandments. The 10th is found in Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's. This commandment, my friend, is entirely and only about the heart. If I touch my neighbor's wife, I have broken the 7th commandment. Thou shalt not commit adultery. But if I never touch her, if I only covet her, I've broken the 10th commandment. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. And this is the reason that Jesus could say in the Sermon on the Mount that whoever looks at a woman to lust after her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. You see, before you ever break the 7th commandment concerning adultery, you will have already broken the 10th commandment, which is about the heart. And Jesus was saying that the key to understanding the law is to understand that it's all about the heart. This is what he meant when he said, I've come to fulfill it. In other words, to show you the full meaning of it. If I steal my neighbor's wallet, I've broken the 8th commandment. Thou shalt not steal. But if I never steal, if I only covet it, I have broken the 10th commandment. You shall not covet your neighbor's servants or animals or cars or houses or wallet or anything else. Before you ever break the 8th commandment concerning stealing, you will have already broken the 10th commandment, which is about the heart. People who think that the law is done away with do not understand that the 10th commandment is proof positive that the Ten Commandments have always pushed to the heart. The only way to break the 10th commandment is with the heart. Because as soon as you touch your neighbor's wife, you've gone beyond the 10th commandment of coveting into the realm of adultery. As soon as you take your neighbor's property, you've gone beyond the realm of the 10th commandment of coveting, and you've gone into the realm of the 8th commandment, which is stealing. Friend, all of the 10 commandments are intended to push to the heart. In Jeremiah 31, verse 33, the prophet said, "This is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord. I will put my law in their minds, I will write it on their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people." It was on the day of Shavuot, on Pentecost, that God wrote the 10 commandments on tablets of stone in Exodus 20. And 1,500 years later, on the same day, Shavuot, Pentecost, God wrote those same commandments on the hearts of his people. The 10 Commandments and all of Torah, when properly understood, is about the heart. Could there possibly be a better way to end the counting of the Omer than to bless God from the heart? Would you bless him with me? Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments and commanded us concerning the counting of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al seferat ha-Omer. And now let's count the Omer on this 49th day. Today is 49 days, which is 7 weeks of the Omer, or Hayom Tisha v'Arba'im Yom Shehem Shiva Shavuot LeOmer. Today is 49 days, which is 7 weeks of the Omer. God bless you, friend. I hope to see you tomorrow night as we welcome in day 50, and then Saturday evening as we study Shavuot at Havdalah. God bless you.